POS module for POS Pizza. This is an add-on to the CS or the SA version that gives you complete control over your layout and your workflow. So we'll go ahead and what it's telling us is we need to log in, so we'll go ahead and log in. And as you can see, the left side of the screen populated. That area of the screen is the user, the left and center area there is the user configurable area. That's the home page. You basically get 255 pages where you can create up to 49 buttons per page. You can choose the size, the shape, the color, the font, the text, the wording, where the icon is on the button, left, right, center, top, bottom. You have absolute control over everything. We'll be doing another video on showing the editing of that. But essentially there's like 40 some functions that the buttons can perform, including the simple button that just goes to another page. For example, we'll select pizzas and it takes us to another page, which is pizza sizes. And then you select medium, it takes us to our mediums, and then back to the size, takes us back to that page. We go large, same deal, or home takes us back to our home screen. You get to design the whole entire workflow to work best for your needs. And tools, we got some tools. Again, it's just pages full of buttons, and what you see are the pizzas, calzones, appetizers, desserts. Those are not categories like you'd put them in the main point of sale module, but they do kind of look like it. They're just buttons that go to new pages. And so we'll go ahead and do large pizza, build your own, pepperoni, and we'll pick a thin crust. Okay, and you can see on the right-hand side that large pizza went on to the receipt. That shows us what the current order is, the current totals up there on the display. You can even totally have control of the color of that display as well as the backgrounds and everything on this app. And we'll go ahead and add to that a half of an Italian sandwich, and that went on there as well. As you can see, some of those are just going on there, like the Italian sandwich went on without showing us a modifier screen. That is because it's set up in the database to skip modifiers on add. So it makes it quicker for, when you're doing specialty pizzas or sandwiches that most of the time people get them, as is. Now you can still edit those if you want to. And how we edit the items on the order, we touch the receipt and it opens up this window, and then we'll say the sub, and then we'll edit that. And let's say we don't want tomatoes, and let's add extra cheese, and then save it. And then we're done editing, and it makes those changes. So now we'll go ahead and add a drink. 2 liter, and we'll Sprite. There's our order total at 1966, and we'll go ahead and submit the order by hitting submit order. And it sent it to the kitchen make screens at this point in time, and we can either pay for it, and we'll just select the $20 quick cash button. And at this point, it'll open the cash drawer and print the customer receipt at the counter. So that's pretty much how easy it is to place orders on this module. It can be as easy or as hard as you make it, depending on how you do your layouts. But we'll go ahead and show you a delivery order. There's our delivery. It wants a phone number for delivery. So what you're seeing up here is a list. That list would be the caller ID list if you had the caller ID integration installed with the who's calling. Your lines would be there, as well as the numbers that are currently online with you, lines that are waiting, etc. You would just touch the one you want, hit select. Or you can use the keypad like Willie will do now. And we can just type in a phone number and begin order, or select it. And then on the receipt, you can see on the right-hand side that we have John Doe, and it shows his street address and his primary phone number. And you'll see that there's a $2 on there, and that's because there's a standard delivery area charge of $2. So it already has his delivery zone and everything on there for that customer. Well, let's say this customer wants a medium Hawaiian. There we go. That goes on right straight away, just like the sandwich did on our earlier example. And we'll do a 2 liter diet. So there's his order at $13.93, and then let's go ahead and submit that. And since it's a delivery, it's just going to go ahead and save it for payment later, and the driver can pick it up or whatever. But let's say it was a credit card order over the phone. Let's go ahead and go back and settle. So we'll go to Tools, settle it, and we'll select that, and we'll say OK. And we're going to select it for credit card. We'll process it. And it's asking us, do we want to use the same card, the Discover card that ends in 8093 that we used last time? We'll say yes. All right, payment's been accepted by the processor. And so at that point, the driver could go deliver it. And if he came back and the customer wrote in a tip on the card, you go back here to Credit Card Tools, add the tip. We'll pick that order. And let's say there was a $5 tip. So $18.93 was the total. Submit that. And it's adjusted. We can go back and look, and there's no more orders that need tip adjustments. So it's just that simple. Again, and that would be on the driver dispatch. We can go in and see that order is waiting for delivery also by looking at our delivery stats. We got one delivery waiting, which is the order that we just put in. And then you got drivers on duty, deliveries in transit. So you can see who's out on delivery just like you can in the main point of sale module. And that is our Premium POS module in a nutshell. That's just a quick overview of the program, and we will do some more videos that show some setup and as well as some other modules. Thank you.